It's week 1 of the National Football League as we get set for a Super Bowl 48 rematch. It's the Broncos and the Seahawks, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Garden, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Parker, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason, it's all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
They do it, say twin online. Just push the middle button. Yeah, go over. Just click that. Oh, you say you're watching YouTube live. Oh, shit. Let me see if I get in that bottle and see if he go back to sleep. Please, still got some.
Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Now Geno.
Oh, it's like they always get open on field.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On the give here, Charbonnet. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Geno now to throw. And his pass incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Smith now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Tank Dell. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So now here are the Broncos to take over on offense. Led out by their rookie quarterback, drafted 12th overall, Bo Nix out of Oregon.
And we knew from the moment the commissioner called his name on draft night. And by the way, laid a pretty good hug on the commissioner going across the stage. But we knew he had a chance to be the starter week 1. He dove right into the playbook, ingratiated himself with his teammates, and that's exactly how things have played out.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times.
They
You
ain't
don't
bothering
want to.
them,
They did try to stick to the
they're
running
just on
game on the
attention
first
on
two
it.
plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Good
And
kick,
he
boy.
is caught. Oh, he sheds himself
Go,
free.
go.
He's still on his feet. Inside the 20. George
Go.
Pickens. And all the way home.
Let's go, George Pickens.
George Pickens, an even 90 yards. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback charge. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Smith. They fights him off. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Ain't no way, bro.
5 there on the return.
And
the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Here's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. Throwing is Smith. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's Smith.
Oh, I just contained it.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Now Smith. He's got it. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Walker. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Damn, bro. This is something.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
To throw is Nix. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
He gets this to Devontae Adams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Nix once more.
Dancing to his left. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Isaiah Likely.
33 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutt's good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Smith. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off of play action, here's Smith. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing again is Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. Play action. It's Smith. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
It's now 2nd and 19.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And that'll be caught by Darden. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. Now it's Smith. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just at... Second and a couple. Now Smith. He'll get... to the tight end, Barner. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing now is Geno. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. To throw is Smith. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this 1st half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Geno.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And that is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The final shot before break. Nix looking deep for Adams.
That is incomplete.
So we've reached half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now it's Nix. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, it's Nix.
Flushed out right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Throwing Nix.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Smith. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Myles Garrett able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a nice spin into some open field. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Nix to the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Working out of the gun is Nix. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And now an audible here into something else. Nix from the shotgun.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there, and they're going to speed things up here. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
To throw, here's Nix. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Seattle, Washington.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
53.
Smith.
Looking for Lockett, and he's got him working his way free across the middle.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
Throw out wide to Walker.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Smith. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with them to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go on fourth. Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Nix. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. This is Fant on the short completion. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Smith. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing is Smith. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to throw, Smith. He'll get that to Charbonnet. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. That is caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Broncos are about set to go on offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Here's a 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down and 1. And again, it's Chubb. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Try to take this home. They'll run. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game.